20 February, various trade unions held protests in front of the Provincial Directorate of Labour and Employment Agency in Istanbul against the arrest of Birteksen chairman Mehmet Türkmen on 17 February and the repression against the struggle of textile workers in Antep for their rights. On 17 February, 4 women workers who had terminated their employment contracts due to poor working conditions, harassment and mobbing at Hepsijet's warehouse in Esenyurt started a protest in front of the warehouse to claim their severance pay. Their struggle ended with achievements. On 8 March, International Working Women's Day, thousands of women workers across Turkey took to the streets and raised their demands, despite all the pressure and barriers. Women protested gender-based violence, the government's anti-women rhetoric and policies. Unions organized in the metal, petrochemical, transportation, and healthcare sectors held events at workplaces and union branches. On 23 February, UİD-DER organized an event with Polonaise workers who fought for their rights for 6 months and made the boss back down. The event, titled Polonaise Workers Say, Let's Grow Our Unity and Solidarity, took place at the Çatalca Municipality Nazım Özbay Cultural Center, with striking workers and their families, union representatives, and pro-worker organizations in attendance. On 25 February, the Turkish Medical Association started a march from Istanbul to Ankara with the call, "Another health system is possible. Another work environment for doctors is possible." The march started from Kadıköy, and on the second day, the doctors were welcomed at Gebze Town Square by the Gebze Alliance of Trade Unions, Kocaeli Chamber of Physicians, Kocaeli Family Physicians Association, workers from UİD-DER, and striking Kaynak Technique, workers with applause and slogans. On 1st March, the White March ended with the Great Doctors Meeting in Ankara. Organized under the Tek Gıda İş Union, workers at Sunel Tobacco Factory on 27 February, Oriental Tobacco Packaging Factory, and TTL Tobacco Factory on 3rd March went on strike after the failure to reach an agreement in the collective bargaining negotiations. The strike, involving over 700 workers, continues in all 3 factories. On 28 February, Disk Energy Sen union members from İşçi and İGDAŞ, which is part of İşper of Istanbul Metropolitan Municipality, held a protest against the ridiculously low offer of raise imposed during collective bargaining negotiations. In February, protests that started in around 30 factories in Başpınar Industrial Zone against the low wage increase were attempted to be stopped with pressure and bans. Despite the pressures, a significant portion of the workers who continued their struggle achieved gains. However, Birteksen Union, which stated that the employers at Grand Hala and Şireci Textile took revenge on the workers who fought for their rights and went on strike, called for unity and organization in response to the attacks. On 9 March, UİD-DER and Belediye İş Union Istanbul Branch No. 2 organized an event on the occasion of International Working Women's Day at Avcılar Barış Manço Cultural Center, under the slogan, 8 March shows the way. Barriers can be overcome through struggle. On 11 March, workers from Özçelik İş Union began a strike at Teskan Galvanis factory in Arslan Bey Industrial Zone, after the failure to reach an agreement in the collective bargaining negotiations. On 11 March, workers at Narbel, a subcontractor company of Narlıdere municipality, staged a protest in front of the municipality because their February wages and one-year bonus payments were not paid. On 12 March, Şişli municipality workers from Disk Genel İş Union held a protest in front of the municipality due to delayed and underpayment of wages. 14 workers, members of the Disk Limta İş Union, working for a subcontractor company at the QZ Star shipyard in Tuzla, were dismissed without being given their rights. On 5 March, the workers started a picket in front of the shipyard. On 14 March, workers from Birleşik Metal İş Union at Kaynak Technique / Lincoln Electric Factory ended their strike with an agreement. The strike had started on 31st January. On 14th March, during the medical day, healthcare workers went on strike across Turkey, especially in major cities. Organizing gatherings and speeches in hospitals, provincial health directorates and city squares, health workers protested against the collapse of the worsening health system, the problems faced by health workers, and the destruction caused by commercialization.
Birleşe, birleşe.